welcome to my channel. I am so excited for this video. I finally got my Made by Mitchell palette in the post yesterday. I feel like it took forever to come, but it's just because of how excited I was for it. I think it took about 2 weeks to get here, which is quite a long time, but considering it is a new brand, I don't even care. I decided to get the feet on the ground palette. I wanted to get every single thing, but I just couldn't afford everything. So I stuck to getting just one palette and one blush as well. So I'm going to try out both of these in this video. The palette comes in like a little pouch, which I've never seen anything like it, so that's quite cool. This will come in handy to store like brushes or something as well, so I am happy with that. So this is what the palette looks like inside. I chose this one because I really like the colour scheme of this especially. I really like all the greens and I feel like it's a bit of me, this one. So yeah, this is what it looks like. It looks so stunning. I think I'm going to do a few different looks in this video just so I can try out as many colours as I can. Do you know when you get some palettes and you feel like you don't really know what to do with it? I can see like so many different colour schemes in this palette. I think it's gorgeous. So yeah, I'm going to do a few different looks using this palette today. And then I picked up one of these blushes in the shade Peach Sugar. But yeah, this is what the blush looks like. I'm really excited to use this as well. I'm getting really into using like cream blushes and stuff. So I just want every single colour in this eventually. So yeah, today's video is just going to be me testing these out, having a little bit of a play with makeup. I feel like I've been waiting for this for so long. I love Mitchell, and as soon as he announced it was bringing out his own makeup line, I just knew I'd want everything. I've just primed my eyes with a P. Louise base like I always do. I think I'm going to go in with this shade first. A really nice deep purple shade. I think I'm going to go for like the purple warm tone kind of colours first. I'm just going to put this all through my crease and wing it out a little bit. I'm then going to go with the shade Tulip, which is like a really nice deep pink shade. I'm going to blend this above that purple. I'm going to go in with the shade Tiger Lily. I'm going to blend this above the pink. It's looking a little bit of a mess at the minute, but just trust the process. My looks always look a mess before they look good. And then finally, for this part of the blend, I'm going to go in with the shade Chemtrail. So it is looking a little bit of a mess still, but I'm just going to go back in with all of the colours, make sure I build it up, make sure the blend's really nice. These colours are blending really nicely together, so I just need to neaten it up a little bit. I barely had to do anything to that to build it up. It's built up really nicely. I'm gonna cut my crease, but before I do, I'm just gonna try and clean up a little bit of this purple shadow because I don't want it to blend in with my base. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of Vaseline to clean it up. think I want to go for green for the cut crease to like give it a little bit of contrast. So I'm going to go in with my P. Louise Acid Rain paint in the shade Limelight. I'm going to use this to cut my crease. I'm just going to use the deep purple shade to blend in the edge of that cut crease. I had to build up the cut crease on this side a little bit bigger because I messed up on that one. I really want to use the shade Bittersweet. It's like a really pale lime green and it looks stunning. So I'm just going to take this all over where I put that cut crease. Should have probably gone in with a different base for that colour because it's not really done much other than just set it in place, but it still does look nice, so oh well. I think I want to add a little bit of shimmer, so I'm going to go in with the shade Mama's Garden. That green shimmer is absolutely gorgeous. I feel like it's definitely made this look a little bit better, so I want to go in with another shimmer as well. I'm going to go in with the shade Limelight. I'm just going to put this next to that first shimmer. I've added some lashes now. I feel like it's looking really nice. I'm definitely glad I went in with them green shimmers. Before I did that, I was starting to like kind of regret my green choice. So yeah, I am really liking how this is looking at the minute. So I'm just going to go and do all of my face makeup. I'll come back when it gets to the stage of using this blush. I've not powdered my face at all yet. I've just gone in with a little bit of cream contour. So now I'm just going to go in with the blush and I am really excited to use this. I'm just going to go in with a tiny little bit to begin with. Blended out so nicely. Thought it was going to be a little bit harder to blend it out than it has. That's gone on really nice. I'm actually really impressed at that. I feel like I barely used any as well, and you definitely can see it on my cheek. It's not one of them that like disappears to nothing. So this is definitely going to be one of my new favourite products. I need it in every single colour. And it kind of does have a blurring effect as well. I wasn't really expecting that. I feel like it's made my cheeks look really smooth. So yeah, I'm just going to finish off my face makeup and then I'll be back. Instead of going in with like a normal highlight like I usually would, I think I'm going to use a shade out of this palette as my highlight. I'm going to use the shade Bless You. I wasn't expecting it to be that bright. Okay, I kind of need to tone that down a little bit. I'm going to use that same shade as a little bit of a brow bone highlight as well. That is just stunning, I can't cope. Then I might as well use it as my inner corner highlight as well because I've used it everywhere else. And then for underneath my eyes, I'm just going to go in with the same colours that I used to blend out my crease and I'm going to put them underneath as well. And then finally for my eyes, I'm going to go in with the shade Limelight again and I'm going to put this in my waterline. So this is the first look finished. I think it might be my favourite look I've done in a while. I am slightly obsessed with it. Also slightly obsessed with how this palette is going. I feel like it's definitely going to become one of my new favourites. So yeah, I am loving it so far. I feel like my eyes are going to be so stained once I take this off. So I might actually have to film the rest of my looks tomorrow instead of today, depending on how bad it is. So we'll see what it's like once I take it off. But yeah, this is the finished look and I just love it. I could actually cry right now. I was halfway through doing this look and my camera's just completely cut off. It's lost everything I've done so far, but I feel like it's going well, so I don't want to take it off and start again. I don't know what to do. I think I'm just going to carry on and just explain to you what I've done so far. Basically, I'm just trying to do a full winged out cut crease. I'm using tape to try and make it like as winged out and sharp as I can. I never usually do this. I usually just try and wing it and clean it up, and I want it to be a little bit more precise this time. So hopefully this actually works. So the first shade that I went in with was Bored in the House. I just wanted to give myself a really deep starting point. And then I went in with the shade Greener. I blended that above the Bored in the House shade. I then went on to explain how much I loved the shade Greener. It went on so nicely. Definitely one of my favourite shades in the whole palette, but you didn't get to see me put it on, so that's really annoying. I then went in with the shade Ain't, and I only got to like this first little section before my camera cut off, so you haven't really missed much from that. So yeah, I'm just going in with this shade and I'm blending it above the Greener shade. And then I'm going to go with the shade Bittersweet. I'm really paranoid my camera's going to cut off on me again. If it does, honestly, I'm just going to give in. So I'm using this Bittersweet shade as my final blending colour. Those greens have all blended beautifully together. It's a shame you didn't get to see the first part of it. I am going to go back in with all of the colours just to build it up a little bit, as I always do, and just make sure the blend is as perfect as I can get it. And I was going to cut this part out of the video for this look, but I might as well keep it in now so you can actually see me using the first two colours. I'm real happy with that blend. I'm gonna take the tape off. I probably should keep it on, but I want to see if it's actually working or not. I'm gonna use a bit of Vaseline to get rid of some of the shadows on my lid. And then I'm gonna go in with my P. Louise blank canvas to cut the crease. I think that's possibly the easiest and quickest I've ever done a cut crease, which means it's probably not going to go the same on the other eye. But I think that's looking really nice so far. I'm going to go back in with some tape because I want to do like a shadow liner, so I want that to be really sharp as well. So I'm just going to try and line it up with where I put the tape last time. So I'm going to use the same colours that I used before, starting with like the darker colour and going to the lighter again. And I'm just going to place them where I'd put a liner. I'm going to use the same colours that I used on the top, and I'm going to blend them underneath my eyes as well. I'm going to use the shade Limeade, and I'm going to put this on my inner corner and my brow bone. I'm going to use Limeade as my face highlight as well. I'm just going to try and not make it too intense. And then finally for my eyes, I'm just going to go in with a little bit more of the P. Louise blank canvas. I'm going to put this into my waterline. So this is my second makeup look finished. I honestly thought my last one was going to be my favourite, but I think this one has topped it a little bit. The greens are definitely my favourite in the palette. I feel like they've blended so nicely, and I love this style of makeup. I'm definitely going to have to do it more often. So yeah, this is the finished makeup look. I'm going to do one more makeup look because there is a few more colours that I want to try out in this video. Yeah, I definitely think this one will be my favourite. So for my final look of this video, I'm going to do a look inspired by Mitchell himself. I want to use the shade Venom, and he did a really nice look on his Instagram using this shadow, so I'm just going to try and recreate that really. I feel like I'm getting a good mixture of colours in this video, and I've loved all of them so far, so I feel like I already know I'm going to love this one as well. So in the video that Mitchell uploaded for this look, he used one of the P. Louise paints. He used a different one to this, but I'm going to go in with the shade Nitro. I think he used one of the newer ones. But yeah, I'm going to use this. I'm just going to place this in the inner and outer part of my eye. going to go in with a clean brush and slightly blend that out a little bit as well. I'm going to go in with the shade Venom. I'm going to pack this over where I've just put that nitro paint, just to deepen it up a little bit. That is such a gorgeous shade. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Greener. Definitely one of my favourite shades in the palette. And I'm going to use this to blend out the Venom shade. And then finally, to blend this part out, I'm going to go in with the shade Clay Baby. It's looking a little bit of a mess at the minute. Like I said, my looks always look a mess at the beginning. So I'm just going to go back in with all of them colours just to build it up and neaten it up a little bit. The colours are really pigmented though, they don't need much building up. It's more about just making sure that I've got the blend nice and perfect. Mine definitely doesn't look as good as what Mitchell's does, but I don't think it looks too bad. I'm just going to use a little bit of my P. Louise blank canvas. I'm just going to take it on a fluffy brush and I'm going to put this in the centre just to clean it up a little bit. I'm going to use the shade Chemtrail. I'm going to put this in the centre where I put that blank canvas. It's definitely still not as good as Mitchell's. I do still quite like it. I do think it looks nice. It's very different anyway. I just used the shade Bless You as my face highlight. I'm going to use it as my inner corner and my brow bone highlight as well. And then for my lower lash line, I'm going to do the same colours that I used on the top, and I'm going to try and do the same kind of like spotlight style as well. And I am also going to start off with the nitro paint as well, like I did on the top. I'm going to use my P. Louise Ladder Black base. I'm going to put this in my waterline. I never go for black in my waterline, so I don't know why I'm doing it today. So this is the finished makeup look. Like I said, definitely not as good as Mitchell's, but it's bright and it's colourful and it's a little bit of fun. I do love a good spotlight eye. You'll have to let me know which has been your favourite look down below. I can't decide between the first two. I think my favourite is the green cut crease that I did because I did really love that one. But yeah, all three have gone really well. It's definitely down to the palette because the colours are just beautiful. So my final thoughts on this palette. It's definitely one of my new favourites. I feel like I'm going to be reaching for this so much. I know I've done like really creative looks for this video, but I feel like I'm also going to be able to get some like really wearable looks using this palette as well. I might actually do that as my next video. I might do a more wearable look using this palette. But yeah, I think it's absolutely beautiful. I definitely want to get the other palette now as well because the quality is amazing. I've literally had no problems at all. It's blended really nicely. They're really pigmented and yeah, I just have had no issues at all. But yeah, I love it. I definitely would recommend it. I just feel like I'm going to be reaching for this all the time. So you're definitely going to see a lot more of it. So yeah, I really hope you've liked this video. Let me know what you think down below. Also, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have liked it. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!